Alright guys, video number 5 in the Hasbro Marvel Legends Avengers Infinity War Wave 2 Cull Obsidian Build-A-Figure. Next up we have Malekith the Accursed, or just, I guess they just label him as Malekith there, but this is a reissued figure. He was released with different paint deco in the SDCC box set, the 2017 Comic-Con exclusive box set. The Thor Battle for Asgard set. So there's some differences. I don't have a loose one from that SDCC set to show. I do not open the box set exclusive, so mine is still sitting in the box, so unfortunately I can't really pull it out to show you guys and give you guys a comparison, but I'll talk about what the differences are in the figure. But here, because this is a comic figure, we just have a standard Avengers logo, Malekith the Avengers logo up at the top, Cull Obsidian. Side artwork, you see Malekith, but it looks like a woman, but whatever. There is the whole wave there, the Cull Obsidian Build-A-Figure. We have Thor, Black Widow, Ant-Man, Wasp, Malekith, and then the last before the Build-A-Figure will be Black Knight. So here we have a product shot of the figure, and then a brief bio. It says, the ruler of the dark elves of Svartalheim. I don't even know how to say that. I'll just butcher it. Svartalheim. I don't know. Malekith the Accursed uses dark magic to bring vengeful destruction to the universe. All this Norse mythology and everything. I just can't pronounce any of these names. But here's the figure. Let's open it up and take a look. I actually like the way this figure looks. Surprisingly, you know, I always thought it looked like a pretty good figure from inside the box set. But now at least I'll actually have a loose one to kind of take a look at. And you can see the sword that he comes with. He comes with the right arm, Build-A-Figure piece, and then right there in the back is Cull Obsidian's weapon, that hammer thing. So let's open it up. Let's take a look. All right, guys, here is Malekith out of the package. And I just looked up images of the SDCC exclusive version. So right off the bat, the big difference is his right side, our left viewing, is black on the Comic-Con exclusive, and then this side is kind of this darker red over here. So the color scheme is different, and I think the left hand was different, had a more of an open hand kind of thing. And then these gold gauntlet wrist pieces were actually a silver color on that other one, and then the hair was like a white color, whereas here it's actually probably a white with a yellow paint over it, so you could see. So that's the big difference. Skin tone, I believe, is the same, but accessory wise is the same as well, because the sword there. So not a whole lot of difference, just differences in the paint deco. It's actually a pretty good figure, actually having it in package. The Grim Reaper mold, it's kind of the bulkier figure, so it does look pretty good. But first, let's take a look at the Cull Obsidian Build-A-Figure pieces. So here is the right arm, and again you can see all the sculpted detail in the mold and the paint variations and that thing. But the other thing is he comes with the weapon. So this is kind of like Cable's weapons. They're bulky and big, and they're just kind of hollow, cheap plastic. That's all this feels like. There's no paint to it whatsoever. It's just a hammer. But I mean, there's some sculpt to it, and it's done nicely. It's just done with the cheap, hard, hollow plastic. But there it is. We'll take a look at that as we look at the Build-A-Figure and kind of look at it all together and everything. The other accessory is the sword here, which is really cool because it has, you know, the serrated edge there. So interesting. It's a good sculpt to it. A little bit of just gold paint on the handle there, and then it's just done in a gray plastic. But interesting looking weapon. I like it. But here's Malekith. So this figure, because I never got a chance to review it before, these shoulder pads, which I thought were just like things placed over the shoulder, it's actually one whole piece here that kind of comes around like a shoulder pad kind of thing. So let's see. Pop the head off, and you can actually see it's all one piece, and it just sits on there like so. So kind of interesting. I didn't know that before. I don't know if I could pop that head right back. Ooh, careful. Okay, so looking at the figure, so those are there, and then he has this floating belt piece with the little pouches there, and then this skirt piece is another separate piece. I'm trying to see if this skirt piece can be removed, and it doesn't look like there's a spot where it clips on, so maybe if you just warm it up, you could probably just pull it down and get it off. But there he is. So we'll just go over the articulation. Not a whole lot else to go along with the figure. If you have the opportunity, though, take a close look at the paint apps to make sure that you're getting a good one. So the star design or whatever it is here in the front, you can see the black kind of bleeding over into the white and bleeding through over there. So take a look at them, because some of them are much better than others. So you do want to be on the lookout for that. The reds, the line work isn't bad. No complaints anywhere as far as the paint applications go there. It's just that chest piece that you want to really kind of be on the lookout for. And then here on his face, I don't know if you could see it. There's a weird, see that black spot? I don't know if that's normal, but it's kind of weird. It looks like it's almost just like a little extra plastic or paint or some weird spot. So just kind of look out for that. We'll just take a look at the articulation real quick. So head, he looks all the way down. He doesn't look up a whole lot because this hair really gets in the way. I mean, it's sculpted to lay right over his shoulders, so there's just no motion to get him looking up. These shoulder pads get in the way a little bit as far as trying to get his arms up because they're there, but if you move it, actually this ball is just kind of stuck. So, but I mean, you're not going to get rotation because it gets in the way. Yeah, this ball is just, it doesn't want to move. So I might have to just kind of heat it up and work on it a little bit. But upper bicep swivel, double jointed elbows, wrist swivel and hinge, ab crunch that goes forward that much, pretty good, strong click on that ab crunches back that far, legs go this wide. Ooh, I got a very gummy knee. I don't know, I might need to warm that up, but that's a very gummy knee that looks kind of funky. Waist swivel. There is an upper thigh cut there. Double jointed knee. Boot swivel. Ankle goes up, goes all the way down, and ankle pivot. So good range of motion. It's the Grim Reaper mold. If you see this, with Grim Reaper, I think the Captain America figures all come on that mold now as well. The comic Captain America figures, of course. But there he is, Malekith the Accursed. Solid figure. It's kind of nice to actually have one out of package now, so I can actually really kind of look at it and get a feel for it. So it's nice. I always like to have a comic representation of a movie character if there is no movie figure. And since, he was the villain for Thor the Dark World, now I have a comic version since we don't have a movie version. So there he is, Malekith. Any questions, leave down in the comments. Hit that thumbs up, like the video. Subscribe if you haven't done so. Thanks for watching.